His name is Fate, a down-on-his-luck guy who makes a living peddling knockoff Indian aphrodisiacs. You can tell just by looking at him that business is rough. His dingy little shop barely sees a customer, and he can't even make rent. The landlord's about 2 seconds away from shutting him down for good. His elderly father is bedridden and paralyzed, barely able to string a sentence together. But Fate never takes him to see a doctor. Forget the hospital, he can barely afford to keep the old man in a nursing home. His wife and kid are slipping away too. His ex remarried some rich guy and wants to take their son overseas. Fate won't have it. He gets so worked up he nearly takes a swing at her. She just looks at him with pure contempt and scoffs.
你在我眼里就不是个男人。
A total failure. Middle-aged and broke, he can't catch a break. Powerless against life, he's practically given up on himself. But even so, Fate is still lucky in one way. At least he's got his health. Then there's Sam, a man crushed by illness and poverty. He has chronic myeloid leukemia, an incurable disease that can only be managed with medication. The only way Sam can hang on is by popping pills every single day, just so he can live long enough to hear his newborn daughter call him daddy. But here's the cruel twist. He's dirt poor and can't afford the meds. The most effective drug for treating CML is called Glennon. A single bottle of the genuine imported stuff costs 40,000 yuan. Most patients drain their entire life savings and still can't keep up the treatment for more than a few years. Sometimes life and death come down to just one bottle of pills. If you can't afford it and the disease progresses to the blast crisis stage, all you can do is wait to die in agony. One day, Sam tracks down Fate and begs him to smuggle some generic Glennon from India. The Indian knockoff works almost as well, but it only costs 2,000 yuan a bottle, 20 times cheaper. Fate turns him down flat, saying drug smuggling is illegal and could land him in prison. But Sam doesn't give up. Before leaving, he hands Fate his number and asks him to think it over. Soon enough, Fate deals Fate a cruel hand. His father takes a fall at the nursing home and ends up in critical condition, needing 80,000 yuan for emergency surgery. Fate begs and pleads, but without the money, the doctor's hands are tied. So he picks up the phone and calls Sam. He agrees to make the trip to India. He finds the Indian factory that makes generic Glennon and secures exclusive distribution rights for China. The factory price is just 500 yuan per box. Sell it back home for 5,000, and that's a tenfold profit. Fate smells a massive opportunity.
我不要做什么救世主，我要赚钱。
But selling the drugs isn't easy. Fate and Sam lug around a case of pills, pitching to patients on the down low, only to get rejected at every turn. In desperation, Sam reaches out to Mary, a nightclub dancer who runs a patient support group. Her own daughter has the same disease. Fate convinces her to gather all the patient group leaders across Shanghai. Through them, he can connect with every CML patient in the city. Sure, Fate's prices aren't exactly cheap either, but compared to the astronomical 40,000 yuan pills, he's the only lifeline these people have to grab onto.